What's going on, guys? So today I have a review and unboxing of both the Turtle Beach Elite Pro tournament gaming headset and the mix amp for it, which is also known as the TAC for tactical audio control. So yeah, without further ado, I'll get into it. There's also going to be like a little bit of a review at the end because I have already opened these and stuff, but I want to show you what it'd be like if you first got it. So, you take off the little sleeve and you get, I love this little box. It looks so nice, and it's just like both of the boxes like this, they're just black and they just have the Turtle Beach logo. It's a new kind of color code for Turtle Beach. Usually, they're black and green. Now they're black. This one's black and orange. So, okay, originally you wouldn't have this big cable here, but unfortunately when I put it in, I can't seem to get it back out. But basically you open it and this is what's inside without this big long cable. So here's your headset. So you take it out, because the cable which you'll get further into the box, it has this kind of, basically the actual cable that goes in has 3 orange stripes on it, and the cable that goes into, which is connected to the headset, has 3 gaps, and when they slot in together it's like that, but it's not really easily to pull apart after that, so I didn't want to, I'm a very sensitive person, I don't want to damage it deeply. So that's what the headset, actually my mic is still connected, Jesus, I'm rubbish at this. So that's what the mic looks when it's connected, should be that way. And I have to say, it's connects simply. All you do is let me just boom, connected like that. It just goes right in, clicks in, perfect. Also with these, see the thing I like most about these headphones is, obviously I'm a guy who wears glasses when I game, so the fact that they have the feature of the dip for glass wearers is amazing, because everyone who wears glasses, they know, you're wearing a headset for a few hours, it gets really sore because the cushion is constantly pressing against your glasses, which is pressing against your head, because they're not built for having this little obstruction here. So having that is amazing, to be honest. And how you take them apart is, if it feels like you might be breaking it, but the left cup, so your left cup pulls backwards and your right cup pulls forwards. That's how you disconnect them. Basically from there, what you want to do if you're doing it for the first time is basically you want to press down on where it should be. So you'll have this like little piece at the back here, and what you want to do is press down and it will push this out. All you do is just grab the strap and just place it down onto the little hole there. I usually use the last one because these glasses are quite thick. So yeah, and you're good to go. All you do is slot it back on and then just push forward. You hold it by the orange ring with your left hand and just grab it firmly with your right hand, and then boom, you just pull it apart pretty much. So yeah, that's kind of what you'll get. And there's also this little adjustment, which is like a tension adjustment on your head. So if it's feeling a bit too, like if you have it on and it's like fits perfectly but it feels a bit too tight, you can loosen it a bit, and it basically kind of releases some of the tension in your head, which, to be honest, I don't have a big head, so I didn't really notice much of a difference. You probably need someone with a bigger head to confirm or deny this. The cups are also, it's a really nice headset to wear. Like it's a tournament gaming headset, so it's really good at cancelling noise, which I've noticed. People come in and try to talk to me and I'm like, hold on, I need to take the headset off because I can't fucking hear a word you're saying, even when there's no volume. It needs to be like shouting for me to hear. So yeah, so it feels really nice on. It feels really cool when you first put it on. So like, because there's fabric on the inside and there's leather on the outside here. Because if there was leather on the inside, it would definitely kind of overheat your head really easily. But there's nice fabric there. Speakers are also very nice to have there. But yeah, so that's kind of like the aesthetic kind of side of it, how it looks. I think it really looks nice. Like black and orange is that's the color of my cars in GTA. It's brilliant. So that's your headset. Now I'll show you where you would have got those cables and mic if you know weren't like me. So I love the little. You'll need these if you can. Come on, too damn bright. Ah, there we go. You'll need these. So you just take that off. That should have been on front of my headset when you first open the box, but I decided to put it down there. And basically, you will get, this is where your cables usually are, but there's no cables in there now. So the thing I like about that is everything can kind of just be stored in the box, so you can keep the box and just, it can all get stored here, you know. You just bend the mic backwards because it kind of doesn't really fit there properly. And then, you know, the cable just kind of sits on top, and that's pretty much all part of the headset. This little guy, on the other hand, I got him yesterday because I had the headset a few days ago because they actually had it in GameStop, whereas this I had to order it online from GameStop to get it. So I only played it with it last night, and I'll let you know kind of my thoughts on it once we kind of get through it. So again, you take it off, you got your nice little fucking sexy little box. I actually can't get over how much I like the kind of just the black with the logo. This makes it look really nice. So again, you open it, boom, here's your T.A.C. So you want to take that little beauty out. Again with the black and orange. All your controls, well, your inputs are on the back, some inputs on the front, and I'm going to show you how to set it up basically as well. I kind of just hear how you plug it in for Xbox because, you know, we're here on Xbox. So take that out. Again, you'll need these. So from here, all your cords will be packed in little packets, but you know, I've taken them all apart. Although there's one cable, I don't know what it does. It's been labelled as a processing cable, but it's not labelled on any of the setups. There's your little instruction manual, which will tell you exactly what to do. The other one does come with a instruction manual. I just don't know where I put it. So, yeah, so basically, this is the cable I'm talking about. It's basically just a regular kind of USB cable that plugs into it's for programming. Programming, not processing. What am I talking about? So, programming USB. If anybody wants to tell me what the fuck that means, that'd be great. So, I think I also, a really good point that I should make to anyone who's getting this. Optical cables. They have little rubber things on the front of them. You're meant to take them off. I didn't know, because I've never really used an optical cable before. So I'm like, trying to pull it in. I was like, why is it not going in? And I looked up a video and I was like, oh, there's little rubber things that you're meant to take off and then plug it in. So what you want to do basically when you're setting up this little bad boy is, you know, you want to plug in your optical cable. So this is for Xbox. What you want to do is plug it on the in. So you're going to plug it into the in. It's going to click. It's going to be nice and sturdy in there. The other end goes into the back of your Xbox, you know, the one with the red lights. And once this turns on, it'll be red, because optical cables, basically they just transfer light. So your sound is transferred through light, which is really nice. So then this is your cable that goes straight into your controller. So you're gonna plug that into the front. So you got your headset that plugs in here. If you have the noise cancelling headset, well, actually on mic, there'll be a cable that plugs into here as well, but I don't. So basically we'll just plug from here, and this end will go into your controller. So yeah, so you got your optical cable going into the back of your console. You got your good old AUX going into your controller. Then we also have a USB, which is basically what's going to power your T.A.C. So that plugs into the USB slot there, and that goes into the back of your console as well. So then you have these going to your console, this into your controller, and then you're going to take your headset. Whoops, that's a up button. And that's going to go straight into that. So that's basically kind of your setup for you know, Xbox. Pretty much, it's not too difficult. You know, a lot of times you going and doing all big mad shit to try and just get it set up. But you know, that's pretty much kind of how it's set up. So then from there, we're going to do a little bit of a looking at the TAC itself. So basically, it's once you plug it in, it's all going to light up. It's actually kind of hard to see sometimes if you're in a dark room. So you got your big deadly little dial here, which is your kind of like your master volume, and that goes up. It goes from like blue to orangey red, all the way up to top. You got a mute button here. Also on the headset, you got a little volume control and a mute selector. So then we got your general game and chat mixer, because when you're setting this up, it tells you in the manual that you're going to have to set your chat monitoring to the minimum, your chat mixer to fully chat, and then you're going to have to set your volume to the max as well. What I noticed though is it's better if you kind of take some away from the max volume, because it will make people's mics distort. You're better off taking it from the actual console where you have your setup in your volume, and then just boosting this up a little bit more, because if you don't, I noticed people's mics were distorting as soon as like they talked like any sort of volume, and it sounded horrible. So you want to just edge that off. It's like having it too gainy basically, and just kind of bring this up a little bit more. So yeah, that's a really crucial bit of information. So you got your slider for your chat to game. You also have your, what is that? Your noise background. I noticed if it goes up about here, it kind of starts cutting off like regular talking voice. So you want to just kind of, I guess, experiment with that. If there's a bit of noise going on, it might be handy to be using. Then you also got your mic monitoring, which basically, well, not your mic monitoring, your outbound mic boost. So basically kind of like your volume boost. So it's really good to have it up high, I guess, and then kind of bring it down, because for ages I was trying to, like, why can't they hear me and why am I really low? It's because it was down here, and I finally figured out that it had to be pretty much all the way up, because it's like you kind of like your mic monitoring, except you don't actually get to control the level regularly. So then you have your monitoring, which you don't have too much, otherwise people might start just kind of feedbacking to themselves. So, you know, like where you talk and then you can hear yourself echo through someone's mic. So it's kind of good to have that kind of up around here is usually where I was using it last night. And then you also have your presets. So basically your presets are as followed. So on this will light up with 1, so that will be your game mode, and then that has 4 different presets for this, so there'll be 4 different lights here. Basically, you got your signature sound, you got your shooter, you got your superhuman hearing, and your footstep focus. Now, I was playing Overwatch yesterday, and let's just say that game does not support 7.1 surround sound. So these are all your 7.1 surround sound kind of settings, except for the very last one, which is surround sound off. So then you got, if you press it, you'll go to 2 lights, and it'll be your movie mode. So then you have signature sound, you have your action, you got horror, and you got drama. Then the next one, with 3 lights, you'll have your signature sound, you got your stadium, you got your acoustic, and you got your dance. And then for the last one, which is what I had to use for playing Overwatch, which is surround off. And then you have your natural sound, which is 1 light, your bass boost, your bass and treble boost, and then you got your vocal booster. So basically, yeah, so I'm gonna need to have a look for games that do support 7.1 surround sound to kind of, you know, give my thoughts on how that sounds. But, you know, generally it sounds like a really nice headset. And also there's a little AUX here that you can plug into, so you can have your laptop plugged into it and you can play videos or you can play music, and you know, you can hear it, and then you just adjust the volume on your computer and that will just kind of change it, and then you can kind of try and get a nice little balance between people's voices, the game, and you know, the music volume. That's really nice. And then also, if you were to be at an actual tournament, you can chain link all the TACs together, which is also very, very nice. Also, there's a little selector here at the back, which says PS, Xbox 360, and then PC Mac. You want to have it set to whatever you're using, otherwise it's going to make some seriously weird distortions with people's voices, because it's kind of like basically like a setup for working with, you know, said console. So generally, that's kind of what you're going to be getting into when you get this. Honestly, like, I went from using a crappy little Logitech kind of thing it was crap, basically. you know, it was 12 euro. So I went from 12 euro to 380. That's pretty much, that's what's going to set you back if you're kind of looking in euros. It kind of depends on where you're getting it from. There was a deal because it's cheaper to buy it from Turtle Beach themselves than it is to get it in GameStop or whatever, but they kind of had it reduced, so that was pretty much the same price. But it's also sold out on all the Turtle Beach websites. Well, on the Turtle Beach website. So generally, I really like this. Like, I was talking to my friend and I mentioned that I got my new headset. He's like, yeah, I was wondering why you sounded so crisp, like as opposed to being very flat before. So it's nice to know that people actually noticed a kind of a difference in my voice when using it. It makes it very easy to get, having this TAC makes it so much easier to kind of just, you know, work. At first I was kind of all over the shop with it, trying to figure it out. It took me about an hour, and I finally got everything working. And you know, overall, it is a very nice headset. Like, you know, would I recommend it? I would say yes. It depends on what you're looking for. If you have glasses like me, I would say yes, because we know the pain of having glasses pressed against your head for hours. And I've used this headset for 6 hours straight. Then I had like a few hours break, and then I went to play for like another 5 hours, and I did not feel pain from these at once. So these little scoops, they work. It's so simple, but just makes that's the selling point for this. The reason I bought it is because it has this, you know, it's just that feature on top of what was already there. Because you know, you're always trying to compare between different types of headsets, and to me, that little dint was that was the selling point basically. So guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little unboxing and review. We'll be having my Gears of War Xbox One S unboxing up in the next few days once I get it. If you have any questions about the headset or the TAC, be sure to message me and Mr. Sidebyrnes on Xbox. Be sure to follow my Twitter, Mr._Sidebyrnes. Be sure to follow Team Xbox Live Network at Xbox Live Network. And be sure to drop by our Twitch so you can hear how I sound, ask me any questions you have in real time so I can respond as soon as possible to you. So that will be twitch.tv/Xbox Live Network. Till next time, guys, be awesome, stay awesome. As always, have an awesome day.